Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 65 plate, very high specification Jaguar XE. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Very low mileage example. The car's just had the one mature gentleman owner from new. We bought the car directly from the owner. Starting with the front of the vehicle, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the car. Front of the vehicle, everything you would expect with the very low mileage. Really couldn't be any better. As I get very, very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see, a couple of very, very minor stone chips. Have to be very close to even notice at all. As I said, front of the car couldn't be better. As I go around the vehicle, I'll get close up to all the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. There's also no marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper lower down, can also be quite common. Again, bumper corner completely free from any marks or scuffs. Just point out, as part of the high specification, car has the front and rear parking sensors, also has the rear view camera to assist with parking. All four of the alloy wheels, really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, struggling to see any marks at all. Car has premium branded tyres fitted all round, always a sign of a very well maintained vehicle. While I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill, but not the case on this Jaguar. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Onto the driver's door, exactly the same. There was a very minor parking dent on the driver's door, which we are aware of. Fortunately, it hasn't chipped or marked the paintwork, so I can confirm we will have that completely removed before collection or delivery. So just put my fingernail next to that, just so you can see how minor it is. Easily missed, but just point that out and confirm again that will be removed before collection or delivery. There's no scuffs to either of the mirror covers. Moving along the rest of the door, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. All the driver's door edge really nice, can't spot any chips. Can just spot an absolute minute stone chip on the driver's door there. Just put my fingernail next to that, just so you can see how insignificant it is. Disappears as I take a small step back. Should just point out as well, the car's got the electric panoramic sunroof as part of the very high specification. Fantastic feature to have. Car's got the rear privacy as well, looks really nice. Moving on to the rear door, same as the drivers. I really am struggling to see anything detrimental to mention. Again, no marks underneath the handle. All the door edge nice again. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same. There isn't anything to mention. Rear alloy wheel, identical to the driver's front, struggling to see any marks at all. Taking you into the car from the driver's side, firstly I'll point out there's no marks to the driver's step. Very common to see a few marks to the driver's step where people have dragged the feet getting into the vehicle, but not the case with this Jaguar. As part of the high specifications, got the full leather interior. Front seats are heated. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Absolute minimal wear, could not be any better. Just lean into the vehicle to show you the center console. You see plenty of cars where people have jumped in, put keys, coffee cups on the center console, end up marking the console, but not the case with this cherished Jaguar. Chaps had the genuine overmats fitted from brand new, so there's no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells either. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. We still do have the genuine Jaguar overmats with the car. Just show you the electric sunroof from inside the vehicle. Fantastic feature to have. No problem with the driver's door card. Sometimes on this section where people rest their arm can get a little bit marked and worn, but not the case. Same with the leather on the steering wheel. Really no sign of any wear to point out. The chap we bought the vehicle from was a non-smoker, so there's no unwanted odours with the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. Really could not be any better inside. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat to highlight that. Get a close up to the rear of the front seats to show you they are free from any kick marks or scuffs. Again, those genuine overmats protected all the carpets. Carpets in the rear exactly the same as the front ones, free from any wear at all. Can't see any chips to the step either. Easy to catch the seatbelt in the rear steps and chip the paintwork slightly, but again, not the case with this Jaguar, as you would expect, because the seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Round to the rear of the vehicle. As I mentioned at the start of the video, all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. Can't see any marks to the centre of the bumper either, or to the plastics lower down. As I said, easy to go over a high curb, scuff the underside, but not the case with this Jaguar. Onto the tailgate of the car. Again, I'm struggling to see anything to mention. Inside the luggage compartment, exactly the same as the rest of the interior. Could not be any better. They are the genuine mats, fitted from new, done the job, protected all the carpets. Of course, the carpet's perfect underneath there. Just get a close up to the interior trims and the top of the bumper. Sometimes people carelessly load in items and scuff the plastics, mark the top of the bumper. As you can see, not the case with this cherished Jaguar. Really can't see any scuffs to the plastics at all. A couple of the faintest little chips to the top of the bumper. Have to be incredibly close to even notice. It's got the space saver spare wheel, never been used. Again, bumper corner free from any scuffs. There's no marks on the top of the tailgate. I've seen in the past sometimes people rest items on that section, mark the paintwork slightly, but not the case on this Jaguar. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. Alloy wheel again, free from any marks or scuffs. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents. Struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again underneath the handle, exactly the same. Couple of very minor stone chips just lower down on the wheel arch. Have to be very close to even notice, but onto the rest of the door, I can't see anything to point out. I do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides just so I can show you all the steps, edge of the seats. Repeating myself again, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. No wear at all to point out to the edge of the seat, no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. Again, get a close up to all the carpets. Onto the passenger front door. If there's going to be any chips to the door edge, usually on the front doors, but the passenger door edge, same as the driver's, really am struggling to see any. No marks underneath the handle again. Can just spot an absolute, oh no, apologies, just a little bit of dust there, just wiped away. I thought it was a little bit of a very minor stone chip, but not the case. I've already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Onto the final alloy wheel. As I've gone around all four of the alloy wheels, I'm struggling to see any signs of curbing or scuffs at all. Premium branded Continental tyres fitted all round. Just gives an indication of the level of care and maintenance afforded to this Jaguar. Can't see anything negative to point out on the passenger front wing. It really is an exceptional example. A credit to the chap who has owned the car from brand new, inside and out. I really don't think it could be any better. Couple of very minor stone chips around the vehicle, which I have pointed out and which you have to be very close to even notice at all. Don't detract from the vehicle in any way. Very minor. Finally into the vehicle from the passenger side. Passenger step, once again, free from any scuffs. Passenger seat, same as the others. I've already shown you, really couldn't be any better. Absolute minimal wear, if any at all. Footwell, exactly the same. No problem with any of the door cards. The car couldn't be any better inside and out. An absolute credit to the chap who's owned the vehicle from new, and we bought the car directly from him. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road. You can view the 128 points AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this high specification Jaguar, you can pop to our website, model a finance quote and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the vehicle through an outside finance broker or finance company, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We have finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance or not, you can do a free eligibility checker. It tells you straight away whether you'll be approved and at what rate. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance for all credit profiles, so we have very, very low rate finance from 9.9% APR on prime finance. But if you have had a few issues in the past, you can do an eligibility checker and it'll tell you what rates you will be approved at, and we guarantee the lowest rate for all circumstances, all criteria. So very, very low rate for prime, but if you have had a few issues in the past, we would be confident of getting you full approval. So can do quotes, eligibility checkers through the website, but of course if you need any assistance, always here to help. Please get in touch. I've just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I must say, for the age, mileage of the vehicle, it really is an exceptional example. Wonderful specification and ownership, just one gentleman owner from brand new. You will struggle to find a better example. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you need any further information at all, you want to arrange a viewing, test drive, need a part exchange valuation, finance quote, or assistance with an application, anything at all, please just get in touch.